It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle.
Assist goes to Chris Paul.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Here's Ingram, following the score by Phoenix. From the stripe. Offensive rebound. Here's Valanciunas. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Over to the left wing. Here's Williamson. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head coach of the Pelicans. The feeling is that the game has slowed down some for DeAndre Ayton, which means he's making quicker and better decisions. Coach said last year you could cross him up at times, and that helped contain his production. But this year is a different story. Ayton's taken those big strides mentally that all great players seem to do. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Paul. And Jones sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Al Paul. Misses off the right iron. Jones drives in. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Williamson. Makes it off the glass. It's a tie ball game.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Ayton a screen. Kicks it out to Booker. Paul with the three. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Williamson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Bridges shot. Good.
3 points.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Paul goes in. Bridges misses. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Jones. Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
Devin Booker.
A nice shot by Booker.
Chris Paul.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
1:33 left to play in the first quarter.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
It's stolen by Hernangomez. Graham with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he could be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
It's tipped. Pass to Shamet. And Johnson with the stuff.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
And the basket is good. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. To the paint. Here's McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Johnson surveying the floor. Back to McGee. Over Hayes. 2 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for your Pelicans.
Here's Johnson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
All right, look who's coming to the court.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Booker in the corner. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Now here's Booker. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Here's Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. He gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
No good from Booker.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Ingram. And he drives in. Some solid defense from 8.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mr. Williamson. Ingram with it. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Booker. Ball left side. Ayton a screen. Unloads from 13. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Back to McCollum. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Alvarado. And again, no good by New Orleans. Suns leading by 11. Ball fires from way outside. And again, it's the Suns missing. It's Jones on the wing. Back to McCollum.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
They could use a bucket. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Five to shoot. Pass to Hernangomez. And he can't bank that one in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. To the inside. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
.51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And then Johnson with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
No good from Hernangomez.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Pass to Williamson. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Count it.
Absolute force in the lane. Once Zion sees an opening, he rips through it.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Assisted.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. On the wing, Johnson. Lets it fly. And so we wrap up the first half. Phoenix ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Down by 15. Pass to Jones. And a missed layup.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got his first points in this one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And here's McCollum following the three from Chris Paul. Williamson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. No good.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans, Larry Nance Jr.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Jones. Ingram right side. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
Here's Paul. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pelicans trail by 19. And Jones has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. The drive by Booker. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And the all-around offensive game Ayton has is just fantastic. Capable of scoring in many different ways.
Pass to Paul. Back to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Substitution for the Suns.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. 19-point game.
Two minutes remaining.
Pass to Hayes.
2 minutes.
Five on the clock. Fires for three. That one doesn't drop. The Suns go the other way with it. Payne with it. Now guarded by Ingram. It's Crowder on the wing. Pass to Payne. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
3.
Payne's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Ingram. And that one, good.
Nimble ball handling by Ingram, allowing him to beat the D and find his shot.
And here is Shamet. From deep three-point range. No good that time. Pelicans trailed by 20. Inside. Here's Nance. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution for the Suns.
And so here is New Orleans. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Graham missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Pass to McGee. Here's Payne. Back to McGee. Out to the wing. A wide open look here for Craig. From outside, off the mark.
Suns.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul.
JaVale McGee.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Suns substitution.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Down low. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
The defense can't stop a force like Zion. Once he's airborne, the slam is almost inevitable.
The end of the third quarter.
And so it's Phoenix in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been active and effective.
Let's go, fans.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Suns leading by 16. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Booker. Paul outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker outside. Shoots it up. Here's Ayton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ayton's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Alvarado. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First team foul.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Pass to Bridges. Lets it go with a 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Fans, get up on your feet. Put your hands up. And you at the top. And you in the middle. And you at the bottom. Make some noise. It's
New Orleans with the ball. It's Ingram on the wing. Pass to Valanciunas. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ayton.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
Assist from.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And a wide open look for Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Down low. Here's Valanciunas.
Phoenix.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
He's a big man who plays to his strengths. Valanciunas offers a lot of grit and toughness.
Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
No good from Valanciunas. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 16-3 run. And the wide open shot from Crowder.
2 minutes.
No good on the three.
The game. 2 minutes.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide open teammate and feeds him.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And McCollum with the block. And Williamson gets it to go.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
In the corner, Crowder with it. McGee inside. Pass to Shamet. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's McGee. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Phoenix.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Ayton.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's McGee penetrating.
JaVale McGee.
And the slam dunk by McGee. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. And Jones has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. Pass to Crowder. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. McGee's shot is off. And here is Williamson. Good work defensively by Crowder. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look real.
Mi corazón ya no aguanta, no comimos la manzana, saborea su veneno. Dios, tenga piedad del desenfreno, prego, ángeles guardianes vengan, cubran el terreno, que quiero besarte y tocarte el pelo, aunque la manzana tenga su veneno, porque mis alas son difíciles de cortar. Pam, 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 hey. Esta boca es difícil de callar. Yo, la tierra tiembla, carece, lloran mis ojos, padecen. Esto no termina nunca, ¿y qué te parece? Se transformó la avaricia en una simple caricia, la magia de una sonrisa y hasta la brisa. Sin prisa, vamos sin prisa, la vida juega de dicha por el que no tuvo suerte y por su ceniza. Ten esperanza, realiza, piénsalo bien, organiza, revisa, mira, analiza, pide una misa, porque mis alas son difíciles de cortar. Ey, esta boca es difícil de callar. Yo, se desató la pudiente, la más brava entre las bravas. Ella le dice la canalla. Si quieres saber quién soy, asómate a la ventana. Todo lo premedité. No tengo hermano ni hermana, no tengo amigo ni amiga, ni aliado ni aliada. La camino errante por las calles desoladas. Ey, porque mis alas son difíciles de cortar. Ey, esta boca es difícil de callar.
The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. At Barclays Center, the fans here in Brooklyn amped up for their Nets. Great to have you with us. Everybody live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Here's Irving. Outside, Simmons. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skills.
Nobody near Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Drummond. The kick out to Irving. Outside Durant. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Durant taking every last second there to get off his shot. This guy's got a flair for the dramatic at times.
Right side, Irving. From deep. No good from Durant.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Irving. Driving inside. Here's Drummond. The kick out to Irving. Over Irving. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Inside, Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
Both teams will make substitutions. Durant feeling it out a bit.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skipped prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Coming off the floor for the Nets.
Outside Irving. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Right side Simmons. Here's Aldridge.
2 minutes to play.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Outside for Simmons. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Down low. Here's Harris. Brown wide open. He fires. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Nash. It sounds like they, like everyone else, will try to prevent Kyrie Irving from getting into the lane. Coach told me Kyrie's a very good outside shooter. But where he really breaks you down is with the dribble drives. You have to put bodies between him and the basket. Kevin, it's a tall order for defenders to stay in front of him. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Durant. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. Nets passing it around. Clock at 6. Pass to Irving. A second chance effort. Aldridge trying to break free. Irving misses. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets out in front, up by 1.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Nets on defense. Fires from the wing. Here's Claxton. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. And he recovers it. Pass to Mills. Back to KD. To the middle. Here's Griffin. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Griffin's got his first points of the game.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Irving from long range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
And Katie, here we go. Durant with another miss. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. A nice shot by Irving.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Outside Durant. Pass to Mills. Back to KD. Picked by Griffin. From 13. And he drops that one in. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Here's Aldridge. Outside for Durant. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Outside Curry. Back to Mills. Durant in the corner. Over Brown. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 4-second violation.
Next ball. It's two-shot time. Let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
So both teams making some changes here.
Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game. Picked by Griffin. Outside Dragic. Nets passing it around.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Spins. And stolen by Simmons. Drummond with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Back to Irving. Here he goes. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irvin, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Pass to KD. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. Irving attacking. Goes up the baseline. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
.102 left in the first half of basketball. The three from KD. Rebound Andre Drummond. They've been trailing for a few minutes.
But that could change right here.
Back to Brown. Curry with the steal. It's stolen by Brown. One-on-one fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
.30 seconds left now here in the second. Griffin with the steal. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Nobody near Irving. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
So that'll be it for the first half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Nets with the lead. At the elbow, it's Brown. Pass to Drummond. Irving looking for an opening. Outside, Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. With the drive, a rebound by the Nets.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded, and you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
KD with the bucket.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Takes it inside. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
For 3. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Drummond a screen. Outside for Curry. It's Durant on the wing. There's the 3. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn allowed to go the other way with it.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
In the corner, Irving with it. And the Nets miss again.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Going inside.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
1:56 left to play in the third. Here's the teardrop. It's good. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, he's so good around the basket that he doesn't really need to throw it down. But sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Here's Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
His first foul.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Nets trail by 8. Mills with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Offensive rebound. Nets trail by 8. Aldridge double team. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Oh, Griffin in position. And stolen by Aldridge. And Griffin, here we go. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets. It's the fourth quarter.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Brooklyn with it, trailing here by 8. It's Brown on the wing. It's up a 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. Brooklyn with the ball. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Nets trail by 8. Now Irving. This one for 3. Outside for Simmons. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And Brooklyn has possession. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6.
Nice hustle that time from Seth Curry. Doing a nice job there challenging the shot. You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Nets leading by 8. Now here's Simmons. To the inside. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
I'll tell you what, that was a power play by Drummond there. He's made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Outside Curry. Takes the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. And stolen by Simmons. Curry with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Irving for 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Outside Durant. Simmons on the wing. Irving up top. Got a piece of it. Clock is at 3. Durant. That's good.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Back to Simmons. Pass to Durant. Simmons inside. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Simmons can bounce now. He's 6'11", but he can get up in the air, too. Makes dunks a lot more fun when you're that tall and can bounce like Simmons can.
Outside Durant. And stolen by Simmons. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Nets passing it around.
2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
KD with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Back to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Here's Claxton. And he goes in for the dunk.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the
Jay, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And the Nets may get a change here. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And here's KD for 3. They get it again. Outside Curry. Drummond a screen. They shoot again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
One of the key components of Drummond's game. He's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
.26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Simmons. He takes it in. And Durant sends it back. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really helped.
Si comme gars des boules, c'est ma classe, elle vient de Kanye. Je te laisse pas respirer, je boxe que sur du heavyweight. J'arrive sur le ring comme Mike Tyson en 1988. Coast to coast et je finis par un fadeaway. Si ton plat n'est pas trop bon, je le prends en takeaway. Shout out to Meji. Deviens hihi, mon écoute. Statut de grand dans ma city, yes. C'est bon de faire une pause. Faut savoir qu'en ce moment précis, je suis en pleine euphoria. Donc je me demande, es-tu prêt pour moi? Tu peux rien faire contre ça. Regarde ton corps qui te dit qu'il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait one step, two step, three step, baby. Hey. À toutes mes ladies et tous mes gars, il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait one step, two step, three step, baby. Hey. À toutes mes ladies et tous mes gars, il faut qu'on bounce. Je réponds pas aux questions. Ils veulent savoir combien je gagne, je récolte le fruit de ma passion. J'ai le poing levé, qu'envoie de l'amour à toute ma nation. Yeah, une fois réveillé, faites attention. Fallait pas sous-estimer. Je reviens dans ta vie comme ton ex qui ressort de dépression. Tellement frais, t'as pas été. Laisse-moi t'expliquer l'idée. Je suis venu tout retourner comme le pédigré. Anyway. Elle m'enlace comme Teddy Bear, j'ai 2 mains de joueur d'NBA. Mon destin n'est pas scellé, je profite de ma liberté, meilleur qu'hier. Quoi qu'il arrive, je finirai pas dernier. C'est bon de faire une pause. Faut savoir qu'en ce moment précis, je suis en pleine euphoria. Donc je me demande, es-tu prêt pour moi? Tu peux rien faire contre ça, regarde ton corps qui te dit qu'il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait one step, two step, three step, baby. Hey. À toutes mes ladies et tous mes gars, il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait one step, two step, three step, baby. Hey. À toutes mes ladies et tous mes gars, il faut qu'on bounce. Hey. Et ça fait Chrissy.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Young. Sinks the 15-footer. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Now, here is Young. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Kicks it out to Collins. Hunter, no one around him. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Monty Williams gave me a few minutes to catch up. There are numerous problems that Trae Young presents, but Coach is focused on Young's shooting. After watching the tape, Coach said he'll instruct his defenders to pick up Young as soon as he crosses half court. He emphasized that's not hyperbole. You can't say they don't respect his range. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Hunter. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. A crossover. Here's Booker. Hunter with some nice defense.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Now, here's Collins. Knocked loose. Crowder with the steal. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Provide some D, it'll lead the points. That came at the hands of Jay Crowder.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
How Young, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you can see why Clint Capella is always up there in terms of field goal percentage in the NBA. Every season, close-in shots, big-time results.
Paul with the ball and guarded by Capella. Here's Hayton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Young outside. To the inside. Capella. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Booker outside. There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Madison Patriots fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Second substitution.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Clock at 6. He takes it in. Here's Payne. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is Young.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Now, I'd draw that one up again. Throw it up, Capella jump, you slam it through. That's an easy 2.
Pass to McGee. And Capella sends it back. They get it back. Payne up top. Inside. And here is Craig. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .122 left here in the first quarter. Young with the ball. Over Payne. And that one comes up a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young outside. Screen by Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off the shot here. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
And here's Payne. The 10-footer. Out left to the wing. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Collins. There's a screen by Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen by McGee. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
So he gets them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
They get it again. The second effort. And the dunk by Capella.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Down low. It's stolen by Capella. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Here's Booker. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
Chris Paul. So they take the lead. Paul's got his first 2 points. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
No secret here, Brent. Devin Booker known for his offense, but his defense has come a long way as well.
Yeah, it's so funny when scorers come into the league and they score and people are still critical of them. That's what happened to Devin Booker. And then he realized as the games became bigger and more important how much the defensive end is going to help his team do the things he wants to do. And so he's taken that tune. He's decided to play defense. He's been much better over the course of the last 2 seasons.
Hawks passing it around. 4 on the clock. Hunter no good. Suns leading by 4. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
On its way from Hunter for 2. He drains the quick shot.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Paul with the ball and guarded by Capella. And Ayton throws it down.
Chris Paul. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Young, right side. Pass to Collins. Lays it up off the glass.
It's pretty clear that Collins is settling in to the strengths of his game.
Paul surveying the floor. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Hunter, a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Hunter's got 5 points now this quarter. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hawks?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Phoenix making some changes. And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
And the rejection by Chang. It's hauled in by the Suns. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Shamet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Tries again. And the rejection by James. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. And it's McGee with the jam.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. The Hawks making a switch here. 1:36 left here in the second. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on JaVale McGee.
Once Gallinari gets his man into the air, he is so good at drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line.
And he can't hit the second.
One thing you love about stars like Danilo Gallinari is how they remind you that basketball is truly an international game.
And especially, GA, for Gallinari to want to come over and play against the best in the world. It wasn't about achieving MVPs and accolades in the Italian league. He wanted to stack up his skill set versus the best small forwards and power forwards in the NBA, and Gallo has had a remarkable career as a professional here in the States.
Here's Payne. And stolen by Hunter.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here he goes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Gallinari on the wing. Takes a 3. Good on the triple. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Drives to the hoop. Here's McGee. And it's Wright sending it back. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Hunter. Wright outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Hawks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First free throw is good. And so Wright nails both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now Payne. Pass to Shamet. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Hawks leading by 6. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Shot clock at 5. And here's Booker from the arc. And Wright pulls it down.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Ball goes in.
too. Get off your, and if we ain't